Okay, how'd you guys do? Good? Okay, so for number 1, what kind of operation is this? Add and subtract. And then we add what? Okay, we're right, we add the 12b and the negative 10b, what are those called? Things. Okay, they are things. What kind of things are they? Monomials. Like terms, right? We combine our like terms. Okay, and then do we have a like term with A? Do we have a like term? No. So we get with 2b plus 8a. All right, number 2. What kind of problem is that? Product rule. Because we're doing multiplication, right? All right, what does the product rule say? Sam, what's the product rule? All right, x a plus b. So that's where we add our exponents.
Why is it
There?
no? B to the.
Oh, b. That's because I. Okay. So if we also have coefficients in here. So what do we do with our coefficients? Multiply them. Okay. So that gives us an answer of 80 c to the 5th d to the 6th. Right? Okay. Jamie, what kind of problem is number 3? We use the quotient rule because we're doing division. What does the quotient rule tell us to do? We're dividing our 2 terms, right? We're dividing the 2 monomials, so what do we do with the exponents? Subtract, right? So we're going to subtract. How do we simplify 6 over 2? 6 divided by 2, which is what, Devontae? What's 6 divided by 2? 3. So we've got 3, and then we subtract the x. We've got 4 minus 3, so that gives us x to the 1st power. Do we have to write our 1? No. So we've got just 3x. And then finally, Jesus, what kind of problem is number 4? We use the power rule because what do we have in our power rule? We're raising our monomial to an exponent, right? Wait, we're using exponents in our power rule. So what does the power rule say to do, Andrew? What's the power rule say to do? So if I have like p to the 4th power raised to the 2nd power, what do I do? What do you mean by 2? So like it multiply by itself. Right. Okay, so that means what can we do in our rule? What's the rule say? Paulina, what does the rule say for the power rule? Multiply. Right, we multiply our exponents. So we say, if we have our exponents are 4 and 2, we multiply them to get 8. Okay, what do you guys think? Easy, medium? Yeah? Medium? Okay, is there one of these that seems harder than the others? Hello, what do you think? The power rule is harder? Okay. We went over that one pretty fast yesterday, so we can do some more practice on that. What else? All the rest of them are okay? Okay. So we are going to do practice today based on these types of problems. So think about how you did on these problems, and you get to make a choice on what you're going to do today. If you feel pretty confident about what you're doing and feel like in general I've got this going on, you don't have to have everything perfectly, but if in general you feel like things are going pretty well, you're going to stay in this room with Ms. Thorman, and we have a scavenger hunt. So we have got 10 problems around the board, around the room, and I have got sheets where you can put the answers. You guys know how this works, right? You open up the page, you write down the problem, you find the answer, you go around the room, find the answer to that problem, you write it down on the paper, right? If you're feeling like, I think I need some more, to go through some more problems together, and maybe I need to have things explained one more time, you're gonna come with me. We're gonna go out into the hall, over by the whiteboard, and we're gonna work through some problems together. So if you're gonna come with me, either way, you can use your cheat sheet of your exponent rules, you can use your notes, you can use your homework. What else? You can use the calculator if you need it. That you should keep so you can look back later and say, man, I know so much more now than I did on Friday. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can make whatever other notes you want on your cheat sheet. Sure. Yep, that's for you guys to use. If you're gonna come out in the hall with me, you need to have your cheat sheet, your homework, your notes, and you also need to have. All right. Who is gonna stay in here? Okay. Who's gonna come out in the hall? Okay, good. Don't have to have. Okay. If you decide you want to switch, like if you're in here and you start to feel like, man, I'm getting stuck on this, and you want to come out and work some problems together, that's fine. Just come on out. Likewise, if you come out here and after one problem you're like, oh, I totally have it now, you can come on back in and do the scavenger hunt. Okay. If you're doing the scavenger hunt, I'm going to put the boards right here on the front desk. If you're going to come work some problems out in the hall, gather up your stuff, and I will meet you up by the whiteboard. You know, I'm sorry, you know yeah, I mean, this
Where's my name? Tell me you were recording. I went like right in there. They can cut that part out, Annette.
I know this, but the last one, I know this one.
You don't have to. If you're gonna come back in here, we're gonna wrap stuff up, so you don't have to do all your stuff. Alright, be sure you have.
Uh-oh. What happened to all the people that raised their hands that were going to stay and now they're
I know.
also